Why are so many extremely bizarre, mysterious creatures starting to appear all over the planet? Often some of the strangest creatures that we encounter come right out of the ocean. Have you noticed that there have been a lot of stories about unexplained creatures in the news lately? Michael Snyder reports, normally I don't pay much attention to stories like that, but today my curiosity got better of me and I decided to do some digging. What I found was that stories about mystery creatures have been going viral on social media with surprising regularity. In some cases, the mystery creatures are able to be identified, but often they are not. In this article, I'm going to be asking a number of questions because right now I don't have all the answers, and that's okay. Our world is full of great mysteries, and for many of those great mysteries, there are no easy answers. And let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Last week, an extremely bizarre creature that looks like an orc from Lord of the Rings washed up on the shore of the Sinai Peninsula. The gruesome remains of a creature that looks like an orc from the Lord of the Rings have been found washed up on the shores of Egypt. Andrea Jude, 39, found the mysterious eyeless corpse bearing its sharp teeth on a beach at Gabr el Bint on the Sinai Peninsula. And just like the movie Monster from Aliens, it has two sets of jaws, one within the other, for hunting its prey. I initially thought that the creature was quite small when I first saw the photo of it, but the woman that discovered it says it had a head that was bigger than her fist. Miss Jude said that she was surprised by how big the creature was, with a head bigger than her fist. It was gruesome to look at and reminded me of the reality of death, she said. My initial impression was that it was a being who suffered a rather horrible death. I couldn't figure out what kind of a creature it was. Some are suggesting that this creature could be some sort of an eel, and maybe that's true, but it definitely looks like something out of a science fiction movie to me. Here in the United States, officials at the Amarillo Zoo are asking for help to identify a mysterious creature that was recently photographed by one of their motion-activated cameras. A mysterious image of a strange unidentified creature taken outside the Amarillo Zoo in Texas has left city officials and internet users baffled. The city of Amarillo has appealed for help from security cameras picked up the unsettling figure apparently walking around the perimeter fence of the zoo in the early hours of May 21st. The camera that took the photo is motion activated and sends an alert to zoo officials when it makes a capture. The model is believed to be a SpyPoint Link Micro S LTE. Many news outlets decided to describe the strange figure as a wolf man, and the story quickly went viral on social media. Obviously, the being in the photograph is able to walk, so it's entirely possible that it could be a person with a very strange hat. It's important also to note that the creature was photographed outside the zoo fence, so that would rule out anything or anyone inside the zoo. Of course, there are many instances of security cameras documenting things that we simply cannot explain, and we may never be able to fully explain this incident either, and there's nothing wrong with that. Often some of the strangest creatures that we encounter come right out of the ocean. Just recently, a professional fisherman in Australia caught a truly bizarre creature that's really frightening to look at. Professional fisherman Jason Moyes, who goes by the moniker Trapman Bermagui on social media, reeled in the mystery monster off the coast of his Bermagui hometown, about 240 miles south of Sydney. He shared a photo of the beast on social media, asking for help identifying it, as both he and the captain of the charter boat had no idea what the fish could be. It appears a mottled pink-gray like something out of Stranger Things upside down. Its eyes bulge out the sides of its head, and its huge mouth, which takes up most of its face, contains rows of sharp teeth. The fish can be seen to still have its bait fish inside its mouth. One expert says that he thinks it could be an anglerfish, and he might be right. Perhaps all of these sightings are just a result of simple misunderstandings, but we definitely seem to be living at a time when nature itself is going crazy, even as our society as a whole is increasingly starting to spiral out of control. For instance, in recent days, it's been reported that farms in the western United States are being ravaged by truly biblical swarms of cannibalistic insects. On top of a worsening drought and rising temperatures, farmers across western third of the United States are battling outbreaks of cannibalistic insects that are ravaging crops from Nevada to Montana. Officials have spent millions of dollars over the past few years trying to control the explosive swarms of Mormon crickets that are responsible for destroying swatches of crops from Nevada to Montana. Native to North America, Mormon crickets got their name in the 1800s when these giant insects ruined the fields of Mormon settlers. These insects are not true crickets. They're actually shield-backed, short-winged katydids that resemble fat grasshoppers that cannot fly, according to the University of Nevada, Reno's College of Agriculture, Biotechnology, and Natural Resources. That is a really weird story, but this is really happening. When I was growing up, the world around me seemed so stable and so normal, but now really crazy things seem to be happening on almost daily basis. Unfortunately, we've been through so far, what we've been through so far is just the beginning. I expect global events to accelerate even more in the months ahead, and many things that would once have been unthinkable will soon be reality. So don't be too sure that you know all the answers, because things will soon happen on this planet that will greatly shake up all of us. And this is by Michael Snyder on Collective Spark. He says about the author, my name is Michael Snyder, and my brand new book entitled 7-Year Apocalypse is now available on Amazon. In addition to my new book, I've written 5 other books available on Amazon. Lost Prophecies of the Future America, The Beginning of the End, Get Prepared Now, and Living a Life That Really Matters, commissions earned. By purchasing the books that you help support the work that my wife and I are doing. By giving it to others, you help to multiply the impact that we're having on people all over the world. I've published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, The Most Important News, and the articles that I publish on those sites are republished on dozens of other prominent websites all over the globe. I always freely and happily allow others to republish my articles on their own websites, but I also ask that they include this about the author section with each article. The material contained in this article is for general information purposes only, and readers should consult licensed professionals before making any legal, business, financial, or health decisions. I encourage you to follow me on social media, Facebook and Twitter, and any way that you can share these articles with others is definitely a great help. During these very challenging times, people will need hope more than ever before. It is our goal to share the gospel of Jesus Christ with as many people as we possibly can. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.